Yeah.
Yeah, you can begin now.
Now, shall I start?
Yes, sir. Please start.
Okay. Good afternoon, everybody. This is Vishnu D. Barhate giving you some information on the design and development of cold chain for the agricultural produce, which is used in uh, entire world. Now, uh, this gives a preliminary information as well as some basic data on how to go about the cold chain, which is required basically for preservation of the fresh fruits and vegetables, as well as the processed food which are being transported and stored in many of these cold chains and malls and other things. So here I was told to have about 30 minutes period to talk about. So I will have to go bit in a hurriedly manner so that all the topics which I would like to share with you is covered. Now I'll start with immediate one thing.
I'm not able to move the slide, sir.
Hello,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, yeah. Now we do.
Now I will just give about a 1 minute brief about our group. We are a group actually founded in 1995 and even before that, and doing this consultancy services for the agro food processing industry and also the various types of cold storage in India as well as abroad. We have dedicated teams and we do all the technical aspects of the projects required for the post harvest technology and the food process industries. Now, as a part of this one, I have been working in Gujarat for last 30 years, and we had number of projects executed, designed, and planned by us. And this was one of the projects which is basically an innovative project meant for a tribal areas where they did not know how to go about, how to preserve, how to keep, how to pre-cool, and how to market. So there we had demonstrated a pack house which includes everything which is required for the preservation of the fresh fruits. And this was attended and appreciated by our Honorable Prime Minister, Mr. Narendra Modi. Now, the basic objective of this presentation is to apprise you all participants about the technological operations in post harvest as well as all other treatment of products, pre-cooling, ripening, etc. Then, then actual design and development of the project, which is meant for agro horticulture products. Then this will ultimately give value addition to the produce which is brought to the market or the infrastructure facilities for increasing their incomes, because they will fetch much more price than what they would have sold in the other markets. And at last, we will have a question answer session at the end to clarify some of the doubts which you may have. Now, here you may be knowing these facts. We are the largest producer of milk, largest livestock population. We are the second largest of producer of fruits and vegetables, and also the fisheries. Then more than 52% cultivable land is in India, which is very large area as compared to any other country. And along with that, we have a climatic 20 climatic zones where I can say that we produce all the types of all varieties of fruits, in one country like India, where no other country can produce all these type of fruits. Then I will brief you, because before going to the actual things, I will brief you how this cold chain basically has been developed, which I have categorized it in different components of this cold chain, like bulk cold storage, multi-purpose cold storage, sorting, grading, packing, pre-cooling, and a holding cold storage for the pack house. Then ripening chambers, distribution centers, supermarkets, malls, and other retail units, and the refrigerated vehicles. These are the components where the cold chain becomes successful in any of the any corner of the our country. Now I will just give you photographically, because the time is also not very we don't have much time, so I will give you the photographically how these things got developed. This is a single bulk cold store. You see here, this is a single story and single chamber cold storage, which used to be constructed for potato storage of potato earlier. Now, this is what is called now is a developed concept is multi-purpose cold storage. Now, this multi-purpose cold storage, as you see, the number of cold storage within the same premises and within the same, here you find the anteroom or the airlock, what we say, approaching the cold storage is common for all the chambers. That is why it is called a multi-purpose cold storage, which you have all types of cold storage, like maybe minus, plus, or even plus 10 fruits, vegetables, kirana, and everything can be stored in this. Now, this is sorting, washing, and grading. These are all the machineries which is basically used after the harvest of the fruits or vegetables. Then what are the basic processes? These are the processes, what is sorting, washing, and grading. You may be aware of this. Washing means, after sorting, taking out all the dirt material, etc., they wash it, then they grade it, and then they pack it. Then it's a ripening chambers. Ripening is basically used for the ultimate ripeness of the fruit or any other commodity. For example, it is mainly used for banana, orange for increasing the color of the orange, and also some avocados and other fruits. Now, this is a fruit distribution and packing center. Now, you will find, for example, Reliance and all other 4-5 big groups, they have established the cold chain. They have, this is one component, which is packing and distribution center in the most grown areas of the all these commodities. So they have set up these where they will be collecting, sorting, grading, and packing the material for for distribution in their chain. Now, the ultimate end for these fruits and vegetables which are graded, packed, is supermarkets, malls, and also at some retail stores where they are displayed in such a way so that the fruits remains fresh for longer time, and customer can have it. Now, for transporting products from one place to another, maybe at small distance, earlier there was no facility available. Now, these all refrigerated vehicles have been developed exhaustively for different capacities to transport, even from, for example, say Bangalore to Kolkata, Bangalore to Delhi, Mumbai to Kolkata, everywhere these transports are suitable for the particular product, because every horticulture commodity has an ideal cold storage temperature and humidity and other conditions. This is maintained in this vehicle. Now, I will go hurriedly in what are the technological advancements which are done right from the last 50, 60, 70 years. This is old bunker coil, then diffuser coil, then there are multi-purpose chambers, then there are different RCC construction, then there are steel construction. Earlier, it used to be polyurethane, expanded polystyrene panel, then puff panel, then single story, multi-story. I will brief all these photographically so that you will definitely understand what does this mean. This is a bunker coil. This bunker coil means we have a coil on the top of these things, and our domestic ceiling fans are used to I mean distribute the air. The efficiency or other thing is very slow, so that now this has been discarded totally, and some development have been already continuously going on. Now here the next version after that is a air handling unit which is located on the ground floor. Then we'll have a ducting and then distribute the air all over the cold storage. In this case, the power consumption, because since it has to come across the resistance of the air, so the power consumption in this case also was very high. So this has also been now discarded. Now this is the one which is being used extensively, where earlier it was a centrifugal blower. Now it is a axial flow fan, which is a very high air flow discharge, as well as the power consumption also very low. Now this is a example of a multi-purpose chambers, where there are all these chambers are in series, and then they are maintained at different conditions for different products. Now how the buildings similarly, the buildings were also different. Earlier it was RCC, then having a truss, RCC slab, then RCC structure or steel structure. The flooring was also RCC beams. This now developed is now pre-engineered building. We'll show you the photographically later on. And this is designed for now all the most of the chambers and multi-purpose cold storages. Then here internal floors also are steel or some kind of a racks. Now here you see this is a type of cold storage construction which used to be carried out earlier, which was taking more than 5-10 times more time than what is now it is taken. Now this is the semi-advanced steel type. Means here the entire structure of a cold storage is steel, and external on all the sides is a puff panel or a EPS panel, and these are all the gratings fabricated out of hollow square tubes, so that the total weight also becomes less and it can take the load required. Then this is the latest one, which is now extensively used all over the world, and it takes less than 30-40% less time than the earlier one. This is called a pre-engineered building. Means you design according to your plot, you design the entire thing on the paper first, and then get it fabricated at your workshop, and then just transport it to site and assemble. Now here this is a sample of insulated panels, which is used in many cold storages and food plants. Now here this is the thermal insulation also. It's earlier it was used to husk, then there was some EPS, then AC sheets, everything was in cork. You also maybe came across with the material cork that was also being used. Now later it was EPS, that is what we call a thermocol, then fiberglass and sand with the cement plaster, and then we cladded with the GI sheet. Then it was all now latest is and modern is prefabricated panel structure. They are all fabricated in their factory and then brought it here and assembled, where these can be clubbed together, and the installation time requirement will be very less. Now here in this application, you may be knowing the applications are cold storage, go downs, warehouses, and everything is now being done, because our India falls under the temperate zone. So there is in summer it becomes very high temperature. So there also now this trend has been there to use the puff or insulated panels to avoid the heat transfer into the product. Now this is the for the the modern and this technology. These are the different advantages. Greater flexibility. Then there is isolation of different chambers are better. Brick wall are totally eliminated. Then because of that, the cold storage net volume also increases. Then you can have a modular construction wherever you want, so that if you want to expand the cold storage, it becomes very easy and fast. So, but slightly it may be 5-10%, maybe it may be expensive, but then it is very comfortable to have a I mean handling of the product and all other maintaining the books and stocks and everything becomes easy. Now these are the samples you might have come across. This is with the edge. This is with the groove. Then these are the generally used for the roof purpose, because during the rains water carries down fast, and this is for the wall purpose where the groove type panels are used. Now this is a typical cold storage complex, which is a multi-purpose complex constructed, where it has got the entire things covered to avoid any heat transport and leakages. Then this is a anti-room, or with the basically only made from the sandwich panels, where you can install the air conditioning unit also inside, so that you can maintain 25 °C for a comfort temperature. Now for a refrigeration system also, because all other areas as well as refrigeration now, that also has been developed very efficiently. Earlier they used to have slow speed compressor. You must have heard about Frick compressor and Sinco compressor, because they were very power consumer compressor. So this has gone. Now there was no capacity control, and atmospheric condenser means where the water was falling and it was collected at the bottom and then recirculated. This is also inefficient, and the bunker type of coil you have seen. These are all inefficient things. Now in the new system, very energy efficient designs, ammonia as well as other refrigerants are used. Then reciprocating as well as screw compressors are used, having a capacity control. Then scroll compressor are also used. They are also very power saver. Then evaporative condenser. Earlier this was atmospheric condenser. Now it's an evaporative condenser, where there is a advantage of the properties of air, which is getting cooled itself, and then your total power consumption and even the water consumption also goes down. This is as compared to the saline tube and other condensers. Now, for example, air handling unit. Now you saw ceiling mounted air handling unit. There because you must have observed that cold air, because air handling unit will discharge the cold air. Cold air will have a high density which goes down. So this taking advantage of this phenomena. So all these air handling units are mounted on the top of the chambers, and then the instead of blower, they are now axial flow fans are used, which has got high volume throw and very low power consumption. Again, in the system for the system pump circulation systems are very much used, which increases the efficiency. Weighted surface of the heat transfer areas also increase, so thereby 10% minimum, 10 to 15% power saving is also there. Then along with that, the lot of automation and control systems have been developed as per the need of the customer. Now see, this is the photograph of a screw compressor. This is mounted on the vessel, and this is a compact type compressor now being used in large installations. Now this is a evaporative condenser. Earlier, we saline tube or atmospheric condensers, they were being used, but now this is the most efficient one. It has got a diagram here, which will give the very high efficiency of refrigeration system. You may be aware that this is a part of the refrigeration system, evaporative condenser. hard discharge comes, refrigerant discharge comes, and then liquid goes out. And here the water is fallen and it gets evaporated, and thereby you get the cooling. This is the liquid pumping system where the liquid is pumped, thereby the refrigerant effect for the refrigeration cooling is very, very high. And that is why this is preferred nowadays for the large installations. Now, this is a air cooling unit, which where they are the axial fans, and the coil is fabricated with the fins in such a way that the air is circulated in the room and the maximum heat transfer is happening to cool the product inside. So this has been extensively used now all over the world, and there are different designs, they are depending upon the requirement, and it is available in all the areas. Now here, what are the post-harvest technology? Anybody have a question? What is post-harvest technology means what? What are the operations involved in that? So efficient and harvesting and transport. If you the following operations, if you perform efficient harvesting, transport, त्याच्यानंतर requisite sorting, grading and treatment. Then utilizing second grade produce for processing to convert into various products, because all the for example the export market as well as fresh fruits and other things, they in the market you get the market with the top quality only. But what happened to the second grade and third grade? These are used for converting that into a different types of products, so that you will have a recovery. Nothing will go waste. Earlier it used to go waste. Now nothing goes waste. You convert that into a suitable products which are acceptable in the society. In these operations, you will have a pre-cooling where it is a fast cooling of any product, thereby increasing the shelf life. Then ripening, like banana, orange and other things. When you want to market or you want to market the products around, then you use these ripening chambers where ethylene gas is now used. Carbon carbides and other things are now banned because they are harmful. So these ripening chambers are extensively used to distribute the ripened banana, orange or other things in the market. Now these are cold storage. Cold storage is also a very, very different types of cold storage: small, big, large, multi-purpose, controlled atmosphere. All types of cold storages are there depending upon the application. And now this technology is also very well developed to do it. Then logistic support also is required, because you produce the any type of item, horticulture produce at one point, but it may be required to consume at different point. So this logistic support now it is developed to with the temperature, humidity and other taking into consideration all this. Then this all these things, all these above operations are also, because now internationally we are very close to each other. So whatever the technology is available around the world, you can assess it and then do your things in a better way and in a more efficient way. So that is, these are the activities what we call is a post harvest operations. Now all the above activities are fundamentally meant what? For preserve, reduce losses and maintain the quality with optimized expenses. This is the fundamental cause which we need for the post harvest technology operations, so that the you can have these products to the consumers. Then material handling system also, there are a lot of development, but I just covered only one or two, three. See, this is the belt conveyor, which is very, very common. Everybody knows it. Then we have got this most automated pallet handling system in the cold storage. Nowadays, you will find that all the pallets are with the racks. All the racks, they will have a pallets inside storage, and then their handling of these all pallets also becomes automatically. Now, if you, I'll just have a 1 minute. Uh, Okay, I think this is not getting open, but now this is another is a different systems which are used. This is used in the dock. Now where this is a sectional overhead doors, all these single or multiple, where these doors are used on the dock where the outside temperature is very high, inside temperature we are maintaining the airlock maintaining plus 25 degrees centigrade, so that there the hot air should not go inside. So that is why this sectional overhead doors are wherever, whenever you want to dispatch or receive, then this is only opened at that time, and then the operation is done. Now these are all the dock levelers of different types of dock levelers, whereas the different types of vehicles you get at the dock. So having different heights. So this is a flexible, having different mechanical as well as hydraulic arrangement to match the level of the platform of the vehicles. So this is called dock levelers, and this is also now extensively used. These are the dock seals. You see the black is a dock seal where uh, it will seal, it will seal the vehicle and isolate inside 25 degrees centigrade atmosphere from the outside plus 40 or 45 degrees centigrade temperature. So that way, then your temperature inside will never go. You see the vehicle which is loaded there will be totally sealed from all sides, so that no hot air uh, goes inside. Now here for the modern and efficient post-harvest infrastructure, what is basic requirement? Now you must have the efficient refrigeration system, which now I said you earlier, pumping system. Then we can use compact screw compressors and the PLC or SCADA system. Which SCADA means you will automatically record everything 24 hours and control the operations as per our requirement ideally. So this will give the maximum possible efficiency and ultimately saving power. Then the evaporative condenser we can use with axial fans. Air handling units also having stainless steel tubes. Earlier it used to be mild steels and then hot dip galvanized. So that was the old thing. Now it is stainless steel tubes is extensively used. Now the fans also, like you must have heard about Nadi. So they are the most efficient fans in the world. So if you use Nadi fans, then it is guaranteed that you will be saving about 40% of power. So this is also now being used. Anti-roam is also now made compulsory for faster movement of material without losing any temperature of the cold storage or the pack house or the pre-cooling or ripening. Now all these docks, seal, dock leveler, etc. I showed you can also become, we can also have an automation on that. Then I told you earlier, puff panels are the latest one which use. Then drive-in rack system is also used with auto pallet, and their remote control system for the same. So all these chambers, all these refrigeration plant for all the chambers are used automatic system. Now these are all the design point of view. How what steps are required? We generally, anybody who wants to design the cold storage or pack house or anything, then they will finalize the process flow of this material which is to be treated in this infrastructure, and based on that you prepare a flow. Then finalize the technology which is suitable to the client. Client may not need the latest. So he may say that this is cost is very high, this is that. So then depending upon that basic requirement, we can convince them this is how it will help you. Then after selection of technology, then we go for the once they had approved it, then we prepare all the list of machineries and including all the services like power, steam, water, soft water, chill water, everything. Then after that, then you can work out the capacity of each machine which is required, and then depending upon the capacity they have asked you to do, then the entire whole plant design is worked out in this way. Work out the area for the infrastructure based on all these machineries and everything, then we can work out what exactly area is required to install these machineries. Then based on that, once it is listed out, then we prepare a machinery layout for the plant which is selected. Then based on that, we prepare the client to detailing of this plot and other things. Then we prepare a tender document which with technical specifications and mechanical, electrical, and all other whatever, even automation also. Then we have consultant will help them to float the inquiries in the market, in on the newspaper, etc. Wherever whatever means they select. Then evaluate these offers, negotiate with them, with the client, finalize and release the order. And after releasing the order, then when parties start fabrication at their workshop, then we go and visit. Then otherwise we visit their site once in a 20 days or a month, so that the progress or everything gets updated and we can discuss, have a meeting with the client. Then they supervise the entire operation. Well, when everything is completed, we start the machine one by one and then take trials the entire plant. Now, I'll give you the typical mango pack house, which has done in Reliance at Jamnagar, which is basically for the mango. The capacity is 5 tons per hour, and the cost breakup, this just make you aware what are the parameters and areas which are considered while working out the cost and other estimates. For example, we'll take a land, then there is land development, that cost we take it, building and civil work, depending upon what type of construction, etc. we go, PEB or even steel structure or RCC. Then what are the basic components required into the infrastructure, pre-cooling, ripening, cold storage with puff panels and everything. Now this has been done for the Reliance at Jamnagar. Imported automatic machine for washing, drying and grading too for the mango, because they want to export the mango. So this machine has been imported from the Italy. So this was installed there. Then we have suggested material handling systems based on the site conditions and the requirement. Then definitely electrical system for powering the entire plant and machinery, and the automation. What is the level of automation required? How much, what automatic things, semi-automatic, automatic, depending upon the client, and along with their approval with the budget, this has been done. Now, along with this, because I told you earlier, fresh mangoes import, the European and other countries, they will import only the best quality product. So if the mangoes are not best, they will not buy it. So what to do with the second one and third grade quality? Because when you harvest mangoes, you will definitely get second and third grade. So there we had suggested to have a mango pulping plant there and the packing. This was done on a small capacity, because this quantity of this second and third grade was low for them. So we had about 1 ton per hour maximum. The machineries we had installed. I will show you I will share also the layout. So this is about 759 lakh plus some other contingencies, preliminary, etc. If you go for that, then it will be about 824 or even 850. Around 850, you have a most modern mango pack house, which you can export to any part of the world, where you will have America, Europe, where they have different requirements also, but this has been taken care of here. So this has been commissioned last year in 2020. This is the layout. Here is all the administrative block and all other conference room and everything. Now here your reception is on one side. Here there is a preparatory and conveying system, which will have the inspection, etc. Then this portion is a hot water dipping tanks. This is manual, because their time requirement for the dipping is more for the European market. So we had isolated this and kept it separately. And other line, which is this is automatic. From right from here to the entire packing till the packing, the entire line is fully automatic. So it will automatically grade about 7 grades. This is a grader. it will grade the 7 sizes of mangoes, and then it is packed in different cartons, and then it is taken into the pre-cooling. Here, these are the two pre-coolings, two one ripening, and two cold storages. So here it is taken for a temporary holding till it is dispatched to the required destination. So this entire plant, etc., we have completed in about 6 months time, and now it is being operated since 2020. Last year also they have done it. This year also probably they have planned to export uh, the mangoes, as well as prepare the mango pulp with cans. This is the first room. Depending upon the requirement, we had a viewing gallery, because because they also wanted to show world how best we have done this mango treatment and packing and everything. So there is a viewing gallery here, which you can view the entire plant here at the bottom, and then there is some office conference, and everything is there on the top. So this is commission. This is the cross section of these. Now, I would like to share you the National Horticulture Board were interested 10 years before to standardize the requirements, technical as well as capacity and everything requirement for the cold chain purpose. So here the entire team was organized, and they have thoroughly discussed everything, each and every aspect of this, and now they have registered, and now it is available with the National Horticulture Board. All these cold storages and ripening chambers, pre-cooling, then all types of components, all components, grading, everything about the products. All these data are available with the National Horticulture Board with different titles. So you can definitely refer this and use it wherever it is necessary. We believe in developing a sense of belonging with our client. Whoever comes to us, we try to help the client the maximum possible and the way it is required. And since we have been going around the world for the last 30 years, so we know what things are going in which country and how it is best. All these things we try to summarize and brief the client whether he can encash some of the advantages of the technology or machines or anything. And we literally, honestly try to help the client to achieve the best possible establishment and the operation, so that he also enjoys and also makes profit. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you, sir. Thank you for a detailed presentation. Sir, I will take up the questions from the participants. Is it possible for you to stop sharing the screen, sir?
What do you want to share?
Stop sharing the screen, sir.
Achha, okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
Thank you very much. Okay.
Yeah.
The first question is, what are the services provided by Nutris project engineers and consultants in Navi, Mumbai?
Yeah, we are a consulting group started in 95 and above before, and we basically, I am a agriculture graduate, also agriculture engineering graduate, and then MTech in IIT Kharagpur in food processing and fresh foods. So thereafter, I had assisted many groups, including National Dairy Development Board. We have done a lot of jobs. Then I joined Vadilal Ice Cream Group. There they had a food processing unit they wanted to develop, and thereafter I did other plants also. After leaving Vadilal, I was there as a chief project manager. In this entire period, I have been touring all around the Europe, America, and other places to just to find out what are the developments being happening and what best is possible. APEDA also has deputed us for a training that is especially for the post-harvest technology, fresh fruits and vegetables in the UC dairies. There we were about for 2 months. We had enjoyed their experience, and they have taken us to many fields. So we know how things can be utilized. And thereafter, I have been helping and giving consultant. Now, as you said, what we do, I had explained to you in my presentation also what is the methodology of constructing and establishing a plant. So I repeat it because based on the client capacity they approve, we prepare the process flow. We work out and search the technology which is suitable for them. Then we work out all other details like layout, plan, detailing of technical specifications of even civil and other. We have a team of architect and structural engineers with us, so we can do everything. And then we prepare technical specification, tenders, discussion along with them, finalization, placing orders, then supervising their work at their factory, and then installation and commissioning. We visit about once in a month every plant exclusively. So this is how we do the project design and execution.
Okay. I'll move on to the next question, sir. How many cold storage projects have you helped to set up?
How many have done?
Yeah. How many cold storage
Yeah.
projects you have helped to set up?
Actually, we had set up, if you count that way, I started my career as an employee also in 1977. That was in National Dairy Development Bill. But if you recollect what is National Dairy Development doing, they were starting the dairies and other things development where there also you need cold storage. So for the operation flood 1 and 2, we have been doing the designing and other things of dairies where the cold storage are also there for milk, for butter, for all other products. So if you count that kind of thing, so it must have been more than 150 cold storages, different types we have designed and developed for the clients. And in right from south Bangalore type to the Uttarakhand for apples and other things.
Okay. Next question is,
Yeah.
what are the basic requirements for setting up a successful cold storage unit?
Now, for successful cold storage unit requirement is you should identify. I don't know whether if you have idea about how much these products which are stored in the cold storage can be marketed. This is one aspect of it, where other professional agencies can help you. I mean, procurement type of. After that, then you select a land and then do a planning. What I said this way, and work out what are the prices available around the your market and other things. Based on that, the cost economics and profitability we can work out, and we generally we give that to the client, and based on that they will have a confidence how we can do it. So this is what a cold storage we can design, and we can use all the latest technologies. It is definitely it will cost you about 15 to 10% more than even the conventional one, but it will recover you the cost in terms of even power itself, wastage, and all other handling things within a year. So we have been advocating it very seriously that you use the technology available, and we have done it for many clients.
Okay. There is one question,
And
sir.
in Vashi also we have done a lot of multi commodity cold storages, And recently, one we are doing it in the Navi Mumbai, near Pavana area.
Okay, okay. There is one question. What is the typical cost of a cold storage project?
Yeah, if I brief you, I mean very short. I will tell you the overall cost. We number one, we don't consider the land cost into our costing because land cost varies from 1% to 100%, not even 200%, depending upon the geography and other thing. So we don't consider land. We ask the land cost should be separate. Thereafter, if you construct any cold storage, depending upon what type, automation, type of machinery, etc., so it will cost you 20,000 to 30,000. I will give you the range per ton of product to be stored.
Okay. What is the typical running cost for a cold storage unit, sir?
Running cost, it will depend upon the capacity of the cold storage and the machinery installed, about their efficiency and other things. But by and large, for a 5,000 ton, for a 5,000 or 4,000 tons, your power expenses itself will be about 2 lakh. I am talking about Mumbai, but if you go outside, it may be lower than that, maybe about 1.5 per month.
Okay. I'll move on to the next question, sir. Is there any government subsidy available for setting up a cold storage unit in India?
Yes, the subsidies are available through 2-3 agencies. Number one is National Horticulture Board, which is the main for giving subsidies to horticulture. And by and large, they are giving subsidy to the tune of about 35% of the project cost. We subject to, there are a number of conditions, right? Then the second agency is Ministry of Food Processing. I was empaneled by the Ministry of Food Processing for the fruits and vegetable as well as meat projects. So they have been doing, now they are again, even today they are doing it, subsidies for different cold storages as well as processing units. Food processing, they are giving, but the subsidy remains depending upon the area and the I mean zone, 35% to about 40%. It varies according to them.
Okay. Do you help to prepare the project report and get bank loan?
Yeah, we see there compulsory requirement for a cold storage is to have a project report because they need to have a loan from the bank, local bank, part of the loan, which is 25% minimum is the promoter's contribution. Then they can have a subsidy, which is about maybe 35, and rest they will have to have a bank loan. So this bank loan is a necessary, compulsory.
Okay.
Then because you prepare, because we have been doing it a detailed project report, which is we call it a bankable project report. Then they will submit it to bank, evaluate it, appraise, and then sanction it. Once it is sanctioned, then they will have to do further financing, which is required as per the bank norms.
Okay, okay. We have one last question, sir.
Yeah.
What are some typical reasons why cold storage units fail?
Unit sale.
Fail. FAIL, fail.
I see. SAIL.
FAIL, fail, sir.
HAIL, hell.
No. Why does the unit fail?
Acha, fail.
Yeah.
F for father.
Yeah.
See, basically, I would like to tell you, though we are consultants for doing in advising the people, but we also do the bitter. We also advise them with the bitter things first, because cold storage is not a very lucrative business doing. it is a steady business, but very, I mean, average returns you get it. That is why some people, if they say, "Ki, I will put up a cold storage and get a lot of profit, etc., that will never happen. But you should also do go for a systematic approach, systematic thing, good thing, and don't you should not land up into a trouble, so that people, because people are moving around to trap people who probably do not know what is cold storage and other things. So then they fail. I have done one cold storage in Kolkata, and he is basically a very gentleman. But when when I went around, I found four cold storages which were closed, and it is not functioning. So I asked him, what is there? Well, then he said their intention of establishing cold storage itself is wrong. I mean, it is wrong footing. I mean, I don't know whether you are aware of this. People try to inflate the cost, recover it part of it, and then forget. So that happens. It is it's a waste of national waste for the land, money, and everything, as well as the trouble to the bank. How to recover the money? So this is a thing. That is why we apprise our clients very thoroughly, and we try to understand their entire, like, family, what business they are now doing, and what they want to do it, and how they want to do it, and then we'll project to the client whether they can do this business. If not, we'll straight away say, you don't do this, do something else. So this is a state of affairs if you are not going systematically.
Okay, 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 sir. Thank you very much.
Right?
We have now completed the round of questions. On behalf
Okay.
of agricultureinformation.com, we would
Okay.
like to thank Mr. Vishnu D. Barhate for the talk and for answering the questions. I like to also thank all the participants in the meeting. This meeting will now be closed.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome, sir.
I thank you very much for all listeners to have this interaction.
Thank you,
Thank
sir.
you.